are you still judging?
No, I gave up my judging a couple of years ago.
Did you? Okay.
I just had too many other things going on to keep up with my studies.
Alright.
But Missoula has 8 judges right now. And they used to have 16. Then they went down to 4, and then got back up to 8. Any other questions?
So how is the judging separated out for irises? I mean, as far as regionally or like there's 8 in Missoula, judges in Missoula.
Yeah.
Where's like the next place with judges?
There's some in Spokane. There's a couple of judges in the Billings. There's some in Boise. We try to get the people from Spokane to come over, but I think all the time we've been in the club, only one has come over. But they asked us to go over judging every year. There's people in our club that go to Yakima
Oh wow.
and judge. There's some judges go to Tri-Cities and judge. So,
As a judge, what would you specifically be looking at with an iris?
okay.
What makes one iris stand out from another?
The most obvious is, of course, is the blue. And this is an excellent blue. It's well-rounded, well-formed. It's very fresh. The other things you need to look at is the plant growth. You have a straight stem. This here has a problem with the toe in on the bloom.
So that
If
would
you're gonna take that into a show, what you do is you just go out with some popsicle stick or something and cut a little notch in it, stick it between the 2 stalks to push it out. Takes 24 hours and it'll stay out.
By itself.
Mhm. After 24
you don't
hours.
want them touching them at all.
Sometimes if they're real close, you can wad in some cotton or whatnot. Piece of
But that's
cloth.
basically for judging.
Mhm.
Okay.
You want that iris stalk to be as perfect as you can make it, because that's 15 points on the scale. The flowers by itself is 75 points.
Swede, along the ditch banks and things, we see iris blooming.
Hmm?
We see iris blooming along the ditch banks and
Yeah, okay. That iris is called Iris pseudochorus. It is illegal to grow it or to sell it because it's been classified as an invasive weed.
No, where's it from?
Hmm?
Where's it from?
It came in from the East Coast someplace. It has no natural enemies here. They call it the ditch bank iris, the river iris. When we were in Portland, we went to the Portland rhododendron garden. They have a big lake there. It's probably 5 acres in size. And the whole bank of it is nothing but 10 feet of pseudochorus. It's very pretty when it's in bloom.
it is.
But there's just, the only way to get rid of it is completely drain that lake, dig all the roots up, and the roots go down. See a lot of it off of Bancroft, where the little duck pond is. There used to be a lot of it in there. Used to be a lot of it at the end of Russell Street, where the store is there. There used to be a lot of it in there. They've got rid of a lot of that. Out in Orchard Homes, there used to be a lot along the ditch banks.
Another thing is Japanese iris.
Hmm?
Japanese iris.
Yeah, the Japanese are much like the flatty that I showed you. All the flannels come down, and they'll grow anywhere from this big to this big. They're huge.
They're beautiful.
But people who try to grow them here, they're not very hardy. So if you're going to grow them, most people grow them in pots, put them in a pond, and then when it comes time to keep them over winter, they take them out and put them in their house in a cold space. Coldest place in their homes.
I had a friend that had a wedding and she wanted orchids, and orchids were so expensive. So we took a Japanese iris and pulled out the stamens,
Mhm.
Oh.
and they thought,
Oh,
it was like an orchid.
Oh.
Much cheaper.
Yeah. Oh.
When is the Irish show this year?
Hmm?
When is the show?
The Irish show was, first week of June,
Oh, missed it.
so, right.
Oh, I
We
know,
were-
I'm at the sales.
The sales on the 25th, yeah.
25th of
Here's a flyer that you can take home. It's always the last Saturday of July. So,
Where is it?
at the fort,
The fort.
and that's our society.
And so there are people around and they're kind of explaining the irises and then you just pick out.
Well, they're all mostly by alphabetically, and then there'll be a picture in the box
Oh, okay.
so that you'll be able to see what,
Okay.
and then, they can explain how to plant and
How much do they run usually?
anywhere from 3 to 4.
$3 for the irises generally, but if they're a newer iris, within the five-year period back,
Uh-huh.
so they're $5.
Okay. And one, kind of one rhizome?
One rhizome.
And your Siberians,
Except for the IVs, there's two banded together, and all the rest of them below that, MDBs, SDBs, are 3. And the miniature dollar are 3.
About that same price
All the
range
same
then?
Will there be Siberians? Will they be selling
There'll be some
Siberians?
Siberians there.
What is it, the difference about Siberians? What were you gonna say?
oh, I was gonna say, they're usually 3, aren't they, the Siberians?
They're $4.
4.
Those are the tall ones that stay looking nice all summer.
Yeah.
Side of the background for other things.
Yeah, they're the ones that you can use for landscaping. And we put them, you see, and then when you buy them, they'll be just like what I passed around. There'll be a group in a bag with water in it. We generally dump the water out because people have a tendency to open them up and drop them in their car.
Hey, right. Oh, yeah.
So when you drop them out, the roots will stay plenty wet. Each one of the plants will have a name on it. So that we can keep track of the name. And the one thing you want to do is make sure you take the name tag off the Siberian or the rhizome.
Oh,
I've seen them where and I've done this, my mistake, is the name tag's been pulled tight and it just chokes it.
yeah.
So then you plant them immediately, is that what you're?
These will last probably a week in the used water. The bearded iris like this, I could probably plant that in September and it'll grow. We have a friend that lives out east Missoula. She'd always get her iris shipped to her from a hybridizer, or from a grower. And they come in July and she never planted them until. She let them sit out on the back deck, on the handrail, let them sit there until September and then plant them. She says, I want to make sure they're really dry when I plant them, so they don't suck out moisture.
Very interesting.
This is wonderful.
Well, I got some pictures up here of different types, colors of iris. You're welcome to come up and take a look at it.
Thank you.
Thank you.